My dad is there with my mom. We have a dog and a cat. There's a candle on top of a table. But my dad looks like he's mad. They are discussing. She feels so sad. I can see that she's sad.
So you see that your mother's sad?
Yes.
Okay.
She's crying. I know it's my mom, but she has a different face.
Yes.
My dad too.
Yes, they have different faces. So now that we're in a different space and your senses are so much stronger, what are they talking about?
I cannot hear them because I'm outside
Yes.
and I'm afraid to go in
You're afraid to go in.
because I don't know what's happening there, what they're fighting.
Okay. Okay. So,
My grandma's there.
okay. Okay. Describe to me what your mom and dad look like.
Oh, she has black hair. She's tall. And she has red lips. And a dress too. But it's a dress pretty. It looks so pretty in her here.
Okay. Okay.
And my dad is tall too, and he's white with a mustache.
Okay. 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 So now we're going to close that scene. And I want to move to a scene where you guys are, when your entire family, when you're with the, I want you to move to a scene where you and your family that live in that house and you guys are all having a meal together at the table. Be there now. What do you see?
I'm seeing two more kids. They're men,
Okay.
but they are younger than me.
Okay.
I think they're twins.
Okay.
My grandma is there,
Okay.
my dad and my mom. And we have a delicious turkey on the table. We have candles. The fireplace is on. We have a dessert. I love sweets. And I'm just waiting to finish to start with my dessert.
Okay.
But everything looks fine. They're happy. Even that they doesn't kiss each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks fine, but I can see the sadness in my mom's face.
Okay. 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 And what do they call you there?
Lucy.
Lucy. Okay. Okay. So I want to close that scene right there. to a scene that is considered to be an important day. We have moved to a day in that same lifetime as Lucy that you consider to be important when something is happening. Now we have moved to that important day. What is happening and what do you see?
I'm a pretty young lady, and I'm being prepared for my marriage, for my wedding. But I'm so sad. I don't want it. But I have to. I don't want him. He's old. He's too old for me. I'm so sad. I don't want to marry him. But I have to. It's like an arrangement that my dad did.
Does that feel like your culture?
No, I don't know why. It's like a kind of debt that he had with him. And I have to pay it. And it's not my debt. And he doesn't care.
He doesn't care?
No.
Do you feel powerless there?
Yes, completely. I'm alone. My mom cannot do anything for me.
She can't. Do you feel like your mother was powerless in the relationship as well with your father?
Yes.
Now, I want to close that scene. And I want to move to another scene in that same lifetime. I want to move to another important day in the lifetime of Lucy. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have moved to another important day. What is happening and what do you see?
Too old. Now. Old. And I live in a little house. But I'm completely alone. I'm a widow. I don't have child. And I feel so lonely because I know that I'm going to die lonely. And I live like in a kind of mountain or something like that. There is no houses close to my house. I just have a horse.
How long have you been widowed?
I think it was like a few years.
Okay.
But it was a lonely life.
Lonely.
Yeah.
Did it feel lonely and powerless as well?
Yes. And I didn't have children. It felt like it was a miserable life at the end.
Did you feel the way that marriage was? Did you feel it was the same way that your mother was with your father?
I think he died pretty soon.
Okay.
but I didn't marry it again.
Okay.
And I don't know what happened with my mother and my father. Maybe I'm not in the same city.
Okay.
Because I'm in the country,
Okay.
being old and alone.
Okay. So we're going to close that scene. And we're going to close that scene. And we're going to be at the scene when you were told or making the decision that you were going to move out to that country area away from the city. Now we have closed that scene and we left it behind you. And I'm going to count from 5 back to 1. And we're going to go back in time to that scene of when you were making this, the decisions was being made that you're going to be moving back out. You're going to be moving to that country area. 5, finding that memory. 4, going through time and space to that memory. 3, almost near. 2, almost there now. 1, be there now. What's going on?
Okay. All my family died.
How did they transition? Do you know?
It was like an illness that affected all the town, and they died, all of them.
Okay.
But the house that my father had, he didn't own it. He just, that was nothing for me, not
Okay.
family, not money.
Okay.
Then my husband, he's not there anymore. I think he died before,
Okay.
because the only thing that he has is that little house in the country.
Okay.
And I had to move there.
Okay.
And I had to grow my vegetables and everything to eat. I had a horse and a cow. I had some hens. That was all.
So did it feel like, you said a majority of everybody in the community had passed with the illness, right?
Yes.
So you were out in the country basically because there was just not a lot of people around, correct? Because of the sickness going on?
Yeah, well, not my family,
Yes.
not my husband. That's all. I cannot see
Okay.
anyone else there.
Okay. Okay. And when going back and seeing why, do you feel pain inside of yourself when experiencing this?
Just sadness.
Just real sadness.
Yeah,
Sadness.
but the illness didn't touch a hair in my body.
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine.
Okay. Okay. Now we're going to close that scene. And I want us to revisit the scene when we first got there and you were looking in the window and you felt your father was arguing with your mother, and you can feel the sadness all over her. I'm going to count from 3 to 1, and we're going to be back there. 3, 2, almost there. 1, be there now. You stated that you were looking through the window, and you was feeling a feeling of sadness because they were arguing, correct?
Yeah, but now I know why.
Okay, now tell me why.
It's because my mother is claiming to him why he sold me. I was the only woman in the family besides my mom and my grandma. I had 2 brothers, the twins. They were little, just babies, like a year and a half old.
Yes.
And but I think I was like 13 or 14 when my father already told my mother that he had to sell me because they needed money.
Okay. Was that the first time you really saw your mom really speak up about something that passionate?
What did you say?
Was that the first time you've observed your mother speaking up about something to your father?
Yes. She was just like begging him. Why her?
Okay.
That was all.
And okay. And when but through the window at the time you couldn't hear what they were arguing about, correct?
No, I just saw her crying behind him.
Yes. Yes. So you see that your father, do you feel like your father, now that you can see it from a different perspective, that he was doing it because he felt he could sacrifice you for the greater good of the whole family?
Yes, but also he lost his money doing something incorrectly. Why he didn't pay in another way?
Okay.
Why with me?
Okay. 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 So your mother was...
She couldn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And I know that she didn't agree, but she couldn't do anything.
She couldn't do anything.
She can't do anything to help me.
Yes. And that's the pain you were feeling through what she was pushing out, the powerlessness, like...
Yes.
Like, yeah. And so, okay.
When I was at the window, I thought that maybe they were discussing because maybe he had another woman or something like that. But no, it was something bigger that I didn't know.
So now we are going to close that scene, and we are going to go Yes, I do. Before we leave that scene, I do want you to express, because it seems like there was a lot of love that was there with your mother, and that it was really strong there, and that she really tried. So I do want to close that scene now, and I would like to move to we're going to move to the last day. We're going to move forward to the last day of your life in that lifetime of Lucy we were just watching. Now we have moved forward to that day, and to the last day of the lifetime of Lucy that we are watching. What is happening and what do you see?
I'm in my bed.
Okay.
I'm really old.
Mm-hmm.
So old. Full of wrinkles.
Okay.
And I don't feel like a bad pain.
Okay.
Just loneliness to be there by myself, dying.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to make a funeral. I'm gonna die there and nobody's gonna know. And my animals are going to die.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna feed them. I don't have strength to anything else. I feel so tired. I just want to live. But I cannot do it because I'm thinking about my animals. That nobody's gonna know. That's all.
Yes. Now I want you to transition out of that body. You won't have any physical sensations and you can talk about it. Whatever happened has already happened. Now you're on the other side of it. From that position, you can look back at the entire life and see it from a different perspective. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at the life we were just looking at as Lucy, what did you learn from it?
Well, I think I died without forgiveness. I didn't forgive my father because I knew that he loved me, but he just sold me. That was all. It was profound and deep sadness and deception. And I died just thinking all the days in my life about how he could do something like that to me.
So, you're saying that every day you thought about that, it seemed like in that lifetime after he sold you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So all those years you thought about it?
Every day of my life.
So you were reliving it every single day, like the first day, it seemed like?
Yes.
So I want to make a statement, and I would like for you to correct me if I'm wrong. So would you say you learned from that lifetime that forgiveness is very important because it hurts the person who doesn't forgive?
Completely. It's
Okay.
too heavy.
Okay.
Too heavy. You have to forgive.
Wow. Okay.
There is things in your life that you cannot change. You just need to look at it in a different way and try to get the better of the situation that you're living. Is that, and I know that he loved me, but maybe, I had 2 brothers, 2 babies, my grandma, and it was for them. you know. But I didn't understand that at that time. Now I can say it. He didn't have any other option. He didn't have anything else to give.
Yeah.
You see, I was the more valuable thing that he had. And I know that he suffered a lot too. I thought that he didn't care, but he cared. Just that he didn't let me know that he cared. Then he thought that it was going to be easier for me, no? If I thought that he didn't care. What's that?
Yeah.
Now I feel sorry for him.
Okay. Now, I want you to now that you've transitioned out of that body, tell me where you go.
I'm in my cloud again.
Okay. Okay.
And I don't know why there is a church that comes many times while I'm flying. A church, a big church.
Good church.
It's like a feeling that I need to go there.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and go to that church. Let's be there.
Okay.
Describe the church to me.
It's in the country, and it's beautiful. It's really big. I think it's so perfect. And I'm just getting there, but behind it, and there's a window, and I'm looking inside, and there is many girls. I'm one of them. Many girls there, and I'm novice. I'm gonna be a nun.
How do you feel about being a nun?
Well, I feel happy. You know, it's something that I want to do, because I want to help with the kids, the orphans. I love kids. I just want to help them. And to do it, I have to be a nun. It's the only way to help in that church, because they have like an orphanage place. It's like a school for them. And there is one little boy that I love. I'm in love with him. He's so cute. And he had a really bad life. His parents just let him there, like if he was nothing, trash. And he's so sweet.
Yes.
He's a good boy.
Is the boy in front of you?
Yes.
Can you see his eyes?
Blue eyes.
Yes. I want you to look into his eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul.
Uh-huh.
Who is he in the life of Liliana? Do you recognize that soul?
I don't like what I'm saying there.
Just tell me. Don't analyze anything. Just tell me.
Well, he's a bad man when he grows. And he raped me. Why?
We'll figure it out. But let's see it from, let's go back to him. Let's go back to that scene when you actually had compassion for him. You were just stating that you knew that his parents just abandoned him. And it was just something about him that you just wanted to give him more love. Even there's just something special about him that you just knew that
He was just so cute.
Yes.
And chunky.
Yes.
Maybe it was that.
Yes.
And he was little and so, sweet and gracious.
Yes. Yes.
And I took care of him for many years.
Okay.
But when he was like a teenager, I think, he moved away. And he came back many years later and raped me.
And you were still a nun then, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So now we are going to close that scene. And I want to move to the scene when he was going to rape you. I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, you will be there. 3, 2, almost there. 1. Be there now. What's going on?
I'm in my room, and he just came in. He slammed the door. He came in, and he just stripped all my clothes. I was going to sleep.
But before he did that, have you seen him for a while, or he just came out of nowhere?
Yeah, he just came out from nowhere. And at the beginning, when everything started, I didn't know that was him. But I don't know, I think he said something while he was raping me that made me realize that who he was. And it was horrible because I was like his mother.
Yes. Can you see his eyes from there while he's doing it?
Yeah.
Now, the eyes are the window to the soul. And now we're going to actually read you guys' soul contract that you guys have together. During the reading of this particular contract that you guys have together, we are going to explore why he had to rape you that day. So now I want you to connect with his soul and ask his soul, why are you raping me? And the first thought that comes to your head, to your mind, I want you to just tell me.
He's just so mad with everything. With all his life, he just wants to make, damage to everything. He doesn't want to be attached or to love something. He doesn't believe in love or anything. He's just mad, furious.
Yes. And I want you to ask him, does he love you? And the very first thing that comes to your mind.
Yes.
Yes.
He loves me. But at the same time, as he loves me, he hates me. Because he feels that he cannot love anything like nobody loved him, like his parents didn't love him. You see, he's like trying to make me pay for them.
You can feel that.
Yes.
You can feel it. So when he's doing it, it really has nothing to do with you. It's all has to do with him.
Yes, everything is with him, and he's suffering. He suffers. It's a horrible life. When he went out from there, when he was teenager, the life that he had until the moment that he came again. It was a horrible life. He suffered a lot.
Yeah. And while he's doing that, and you've been studying, you are a nun, and are you able to forgive him for what he's doing to you?
Yes, completely.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And now you have an understanding why, correct?
Yeah, I feel so sorry for him. Not for me,
Yes.
for him.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Do you feel there's anything else from that scene that we need to explore? That you need closure with?
Oh, no,
No.
not really. At the end, he's crying. And I can see that he regrets what he did.
Yes.
That's all.
And then what did you do? Did you just stay in the position where you were at and stunned, or did you comfort him?
I comfort him.
And when you comfort him, did that just make him more angry, or he just cried?
He just cried and asked me for forgiveness.
And you gave it to him?
Yes.
Okay. So you feel like looking at that particular moment, in that experience, in that particular lifetime, it was showing you how much power you have as far as loving unconditionally?
Yes. And I think it was the biggest thing in all that life, because I did many things for the kids, but nothing like that night happened, you know? To be able to forgive him.
Wow.
And to understand
Wow.
his suffering, even that he was making something wrong to me and making me suffer too, with pain and everything. I just couldn't think, I just thought about his pain. That was all, his pain. I feel sorry for him.
And you would say, in your strength and the love that you had, that actually changed them that day? Do you think that day changed them?
Yes.
Okay. We can explore and see. What do they call him there?
What did you say?
What did they call that man there? What name did they give him?
Peter.
Peter. Now we are going to close that scene.
Okay.
And we are going to move to a scene where Peter has transformed. I'm going to count to 3, 2, 1. And when I get to 1, you are going to be at a scene to where you have knowledge that Peter has transformed from having that hate and pain in his heart to having more light and love inside of his heart. 3, 2, moving through time and space, finding that particular experience of Peter actually finding peace within himself in that same lifetime. 1, be there now.
Well, he's older now.
Okay.
He's older and he works. I think there's a farm. And he married.
Okay.
And he loves her.
Okay.
They live together. And he regrets every day what he did. And he's a really good husband. He's a really good man there. He just, that episode just changed everything.
Yes.
He's happy. He's old. Too old, but he's happy.
And how do you feel being able to observe that?
I'm happy too.
You're happy.
Yes.
Yes. And you feel you just feel love and happiness, no ill will, nothing, just pure happiness.
Yes, completely.
Yes. Do you, is Peter still a part of your life, correct? Do you feel like it, or are you just viewing that scene?
No, I was in that scene, like
Okay.
looking from up.
Okay, cool. Okay. And you could feel it. Okay. 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 Since you are looking up from that scene, I would like to ask you a question, being that you are a nun in that lifetime, and you make certain vows, and you could see things from different perspectives. Do you feel that the way you were able to forgive Peter, that you would have to be a nun to do that? Or can anybody just do that?
No, I think anybody could do that.
Okay. Okay. And
But maybe because I was a nun, I was more reflexive
okay.
about it and more conscious, and
Okay.
I paid more attention because that's really important. I think in another regular life,
Okay.
you can be distracted for thousands of things, you know.
Okay.
But there you're just dedicated to serve and to be better every day of your life, to be better with the people that is next to you.
So, would you say from that lifetime, would you say that if you focus your life more on servicing others than serving yourself, it is easier to forgive?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay. Now we're going to close that scene, and we're going to move to the last day of that lifetime when you were the nun. We'll move forward to the last day of that lifetime we were just watching. What is happening, and what do you see?
I'm dying in my bed, but I'm surrounded for all the nuns there. I'm not alone, and they love me. We love each other. We had a good life there. But I'm tired,
Yes.
so tired. My body doesn't resist anymore.
Okay.
It was a good life.
Okay. So now you can transition out of that body. And every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it?
That to find happiness, you have to give it. I'm not sure.
Okay, okay, we're not sure, okay. Okay. But you do feel if you do feel being there and exploring the reason for the arthritis and seeing him, that you feel fear just thinking about him, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is it more fear over forgiveness?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Okay. So now we're going to close that scene. Is Liliana now ready to embody more or even fully merge with her higher self?
Yes.
I intend, I welcome, I allow Liliana to fully merge with the true essence of who she really is. So now I would like for you to repeat after me. I intend,
I'm intent.
I welcome,
I welcome.
I allow
I allow
to fully merge
to fully merge
with the true essence
with the true essence
of who I really am.
of who I really am.
I am now merging
I am now merging
with my higher self.
with my higher self.
Now I want all of the consciousness and personality of Liliana to once again return to the body and fully integrate back into the body. May I speak to Liliana's higher self, please?
Yes.
I have permission to speak to Liliana's higher self.
Yes.
I respect the power of the higher self because I know the higher self takes care of Liliana's body and does a very good job of it. I also know that the higher self has the records of everything that has ever happened to Liliana in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the higher self, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions?
Yes.
I know the higher self could have brought forth many different lifetimes for Liliana to see today. You chose to bring forth the lifetime of when her father sold her into marriage. Why did you show her that lifetime?
Why what?
Why did you show her that lifetime?
It's something that she needed to know. Because always she had that feeling with he was his father again in this life, and they have a beautiful relationship, but always she had that feeling with him, like resentment with him, and it was for that, not just because he was cheating on her mother. It was for that.
So can we let that go today?
Yes.
All right. Thank you. You also showed her the lifetime of when she was the nun and the child that she helped raise, Peter, raped her. Why did you show her that lifetime?
She needed a confirmation about forgiveness and love and service to others, because she knows how to do it. She does that, but she needs to be stronger in that.
Okay. Now, Liliana has the arthritis, and she stated that Liliana has the arthritis. Why does she have the arthritis?
Well, maybe it's because deep inside of her, she's always worried for many things. She needs to be more strong with her faith. She cannot control everything. She cannot do all that she wants to do to make happy everybody. There's no way.
So the arthritis feels like inside of her is resistance is what's causing the, because you said worry, that means preparing for something devastating that hasn't even happened. Control, meaning you're trying to prevent something that might happen or try to control it with like a type of resistance. Would you say that? Is that what's causing it?
Yes.
And we found out it's, and she does all, it seems like this all stems from the ex-husband, because that's what the root cause. Is that why she has the worry, the control, because she doesn't want that outcome ever to happen in her life again with anyone?
Yes.
Okay.
Never with her daughters.
Yes. Yes, yes, that's because she did state, because I asked her, why did the union happen? And she was basically like, the physical attraction and the strength, which they say a wolf in sheep clothing, like even though on the outside it was exactly beautiful and nice, but on the inside it was a wolf, because she
Yes.
said. And so saying that you could get not, so use more discernment when picking, because it might be that soul could be inside of there, you know, when you let your guard down.
It's exactly that.
Yes, but she doesn't need that anymore because it's causing her pain on the inside of her body, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Could we remove that arthritis from her today?
Yes.
Okay. And could you let me know when that's complete? And can you tell me how you do it, how you remove it?
Oh, I'm gonna make her feeling better, stronger, not afraid that something wrong is gonna happen, because she cannot control everything.
Okay.
God is in charge
Yes.
of it,
Yes. Yes.
and she tends to forget that.
Yes.
Even that she believes really strong, sometimes she forgets because she has her daughters really far away from her.
Yes. So basically, her arthritis triggers when she worries and she tries to control things, but she doesn't realize that she's worrying and trying to be controlling every day.
Yes.
Okay, and that's why. So when she's relaxed and not worrying and control, she doesn't even have it.
That's true.
So that means she has to understand, if she even, so you're going to give her more power, not to let go of fear, but she has to put the work in too, that hey, if you feel any triggers, if you feel anything inside of your body,
Yes.
let go of a worry. You know that you're worrying about something in control, and she has the power to either control the pain by just stop worrying or let go of the control.
Yes.
Okay. So, okay. She'll hear that on the recording too. So you do your part with clearing it up to where she won't feel any, it goes away. At least now she doesn't have the pain. And could you do it too with the damage from the arthritis, if you can rebuild that cartilage for her? I know you can do anything inside of her body, And I've seen sessions, I've had sessions where the higher self did make more cartilage and stuff, where the joints from all that worrying was deteriorated the cartilage, that it was able to put more cartilage around there so it will be more lubrication. Could you do that for her?
Yes.
Okay. Because it seems like she's very loving and a light, and she needs to be mobile to get around and stuff, to people, to help them with her love.
Yes.
Yeah, so that way she can service. It'd be easier for her to service others. But then again, you taught her now that you can't service others. You can't try to heal others if you also have issues. If you're worrying, a lot of people issues are worrying. So how can you teach them not to worry when you're worrying too? Or they have to let go of control, because control is you're resisting something. So how can you have a healing or change if you're trying to control something? So if she has to be able to stop doing, to teach them to do it as well.
Yes.
So okay. Can you let me know? Is it gonna? Could you put the cartilage in there now, or is it gonna take time? Or
it's gonna take time.
Okay. But you will rebuild that for her, correct?
Yes.
Okay, around the joint.
I will.
Okay, thank you. Now, I also would like to do a body scan from her head to all the way to her feet, and let me know what you see.
Okay. Oh. I don't see anything in her lungs. Her heart is fine. Her stomach is with many problems, but it will help if she is more relaxed. It will help a lot with the stomach too. And
is there a lot of worry that goes on with her? I know you said yes, but there must be a lot of worry, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
And I see everything else fine.
Okay.
Her legs, everything is fine.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So basically, I'm going to make a statement, and you tell me if it's true.
Okay.
The irritable bowel syndrome is because she won't relax. So it's a sign. It's a sign you're giving her, because the irritable bowel syndrome makes her want to use the bathroom, correct?
Yes.
So it's something relaxing making her want to use the bathroom, correct?
Yes.
So is that your sign to saying, relax? But
basically,
because I just realized that, because you said the same. I said, wait, irritable bowel syndrome is a physical sign of relaxation.
Uh-huh.
So you're trying to show her physically with her body, hey, I'll need for you to do this. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
now she knows.
It's clear now.
If she relaxes emotionally, spiritually, just all that, the body won't do that. It could fix itself, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So could you go ahead and fix that irritable bowel syndrome today, since she's got that message, to where we don't have to have that signal anymore that she needs to relax?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And let me know when that's complete.
No.
You said it's complete?
Yes, it's complete.
And with the arthritis, that's why the doctors couldn't find anything, because it had such an emotional tie to it, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And she had control over it than most people do.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, she said that she went to the doctor And they said that she has the diverse sclerosis.
Yes,
Where is that stemming from?
from the stress. Is that when she has stress, her IBS is worse, then it's a lot of pressure, then she get diverticulous.
Yes, because she said because she's had that for so long, it caused. So, but now, could we do the healing on that? Being that I know when Liliana wakes up, she definitely will change. She seems like a type of person that's not stubborn at all. And could we go ahead and start correcting that so when she does leave, she doesn't have anything that's going to cause her any stress. So she knows that this healing took place. She can, don't have to have no worries or anything,
Yes.
Yes. And could you let me know when that's complete?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's complete.
It's complete. And I want to go back and ask you a question about the ex-husband. Has she completed her contract with him?
Like divorce?
Like energetically? Like, you know how they had the children together? She brought in children with him. Should there be any energetic connection to where, because she stated that he's still in her dreams. So there's some type of connection there that hasn't been broken because he's still able to, be in her dreams and.
Well, his daughters.
Oh.
There's no way.
There's no way. It's just she has to strengthen herself and release the fear.
Yes.
Within herself because I didn't even think the daughters are. I'm sorry I asked that.
No, okay. It's fine.
I'm like, she can't.
But they are the best.
Okay.
Of him. The only good thing.
Okay.
Because they're perfect.
Yes. Okay.
But because I kept them
yes
far away from him.
Okay.
From his influence and all of that.
Yes. Okay.
But of course, there is sometimes that I look them and I think about him. Even that I don't talk with him since, I don't know, maybe 18 years or 19 years ago.
Yes.
They never see each other, nothing. But there's no way that thought cross your mind,
yeah.
Right? When you look at them, sometimes, but not for something wrong that they do. It's just that is there.
Because they look like yeah.
Well, they look like me.
Yes.
But they have something of him, I suppose.
Yes, I know what you're saying. It's kind of funny. So it's yes. Yes, you're right. You're right about that. Okay. And okay. And do you have any messages for Liliana today?
Well, that she has to continue being an open mind about energy, about that everything is connected, about that is a bigger force, something that you cannot imagine even, that is in charge of everything, but for good.
Okay.
Just for good.
Just for good. Okay. Do you feel sometimes she tries to put things in a box and we don't fit in that box? Because you said she needs to be open-minded, more open-minded.
Yeah, well, maybe sometimes she doesn't want to consider some things that are really visible, and it's just to be a little bit more open, even that she is.
Okay.
But a little bit more.
Okay. Okay. And could we remove? She also had a fear of grasshoppers. Can we remove that, or does she still need it?
No, I can remove that.
Okay. Okay. And she also stated that she had a dream where she was in a Nazi camp or whatever, like a Nazi camp, and she felt someone was raping her. Was that the nun, being the nun?
No, that was another life.
Is that still affecting her life here?
Well, she thinks about it many times, because that was the first time in her life that she was really sure that it wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
That it was a memory.
Yes.
Then it's something that she remembers really good.
Yes.
And she thinks sometimes about that, but with any feeling, no feeling of pain, no feeling
Okay, good.
of fairness.
Yes.
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 It's just a memory,
Okay, that's good.
but a vivid memory.
Okay. And would you say because that memory had so much passion, far as the energy of maybe the unknown, because being in a Nazi camp, every day you don't know what's going to happen.
No, it wasn't a Nazi camp.
Okay.
She was visiting some friends. Well, she was with a friend, and that friend asked her to go with her to visit some friends.
Okay.
She didn't know that her friend was going to give her to them.
Oh.
Okay? Then when she were there, they were pretty, nice and so wealthy. And there was ladies, so nice ladies, old ladies, talking with her and drinking a cup of tea or something like that. But suddenly appeared a man. He was so, that kind of man that wants attention, all the attention for him.
Yeah.
And he was nice, and she wanted to show her a theater that he had where they do meetings, that kind of things. Okay, then she went with him, but she saw the old ladies trying with a look in their eyes, like they were afraid. They knew what was going to happen to her, but they couldn't do anything. And she went there with the man. When she go in, she had to go for some steps. Oh, no, let me say this. Is not downstairs. Then the theater was there. When she went in, it was a lot of people at the side sitting there like they were going to watch a show. Then the man took her to the end of the theater and started showing her a pile of pictures. But in that moment, when she was starting to look the pictures, She knew about her husband and her daughters. She knew that she was married with her actual husband. He was not there. Her daughters were not there. But when she started looking the pictures, it was like someone has been stalking her for years. Many pictures of very private moments of her in her life. She felt scared. Immediately, she realizes what was going to happen. That was full of men that were going to rape her. And her friend was not there anymore. She was by herself. And she didn't saw when they were raping her, but she knew what was going to happen and that she was going to die.
Yeah.
And they were all Nazis.
Okay.
That was the dream.
Okay. But so that's what made her that gave her the consciousness to know that there was more with the reincarnation.
During the dream.
Yeah.
She knew that was a memory of her life, not a dream.
Yes. Yes. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. Now, I just want to do a little bit more reinforcement for Liliana to let her know that she is creating a new.
My dad is there with my mom. We have a dog and a cat. There's a candle on top of a table. But my dad looks like he's mad. They are discussing. She feels so sad. I can see that she's sad.
So you see that your mother's sad?
Yes.
Okay.
She's crying. I know it's my mom, but she has a different face.
Yes.
My dad too.
Yes, they have different faces. So now that we're in a different space and your senses are so much stronger, what are they talking about?
I cannot hear them because I'm outside.
Yes.
And I'm afraid to go in.
You're afraid to go in.
Because I don't know what's happening there, what they're fighting.
Okay. Okay. So,
My grandma's there.
okay. Okay. Describe to me what your mom and dad look like.
Oh, she has black hair. She's tall. And she has red lips. And a dress too. But it's a dress pretty. It looks so pretty in her here.
Okay, okay.
And my dad is tall too, and he's white with a mustache.
Okay. 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 So now we're going to close that scene. And I want to move to a scene where you guys are, when your entire family, when you're with I want you to move to a scene where you and your family that live in that house and you guys are all having a meal together at the table. Be there now. What do you see?
I'm seeing two more kids. They're men,
Okay.
but they are younger than me.
Okay.
I think they're twins.
Okay.
My grandma is there,
Okay.
my dad and my mom. And we have a delicious turkey on the table. We have candles. The fireplace is on. We have a dessert. I love sweets. And I'm just waiting to finish to start with my dessert.
Okay.
But everything looks fine. They're happy. Even that they doesn't kiss each other.
Mm-hmm.
Everything looks fine, but I can see the sadness in my mom's face.
Okay. 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 And what do they call you there?
Lucy.
Lucy. Okay. Okay. So I want to close that scene right there. And I want to move to a scene that is considered to be an important day. We have moved to a day in that same lifetime as Lucy that you consider to be important when something is happening. Now we have moved to that important day. What is happening and what do you see?
I'm a pretty young lady and I'm being prepared for my marriage, for my wedding. But I'm so sad. I don't want it. But I have to. I don't want him. He's old. He's too old for me. I'm so sad. I don't want to marry him. But I have to. It's like an arrangement that my dad did.
Does that feel like of your culture?
No, I don't know why. It's like a kind of debt that he had with him. And I have to pay it. And it's not my debt. And he doesn't care.
He doesn't care?
No.
Do you feel powerless there?
Yes, completely. I'm alone. My mom cannot do anything for me.
She can't. Do you feel like your mother was powerless in the relationship as well with your father?
Yes.
Now, I want to close that scene. And I want to move to another scene in that same lifetime. I want to move to another important day in the lifetime of Lucy. A day that you consider to be important when something is happening. We have moved to another important day. What is happening and what do you see?
Too old. now, old, and I live in a little house, brand completely alone. I'm a widow. I don't have child, and I feel so lonely because I know that I'm going to die lonely. And I live like in a kind of mountain or something like that. There is no houses close to my house. I just have a horse.
How long have you been widowed?
I think it was like a few years.
Okay.
But it was a lonely life.
Lonely.
Yeah.
Did it feel lonely and powerless as well?
Yes. And I didn't have children. It felt like it was a miserable
How did
life.
hypnosis feel?
It felt so good. It felt like my body was just lying down there, but I wasn't inside my body. It was on top of it, seeing everything. It was so relaxed. I didn't feel anything. Just a really good, warm
I
feeling.
think
Okay,
he died
okay,
pretty
okay.
soon.
What do you remember?
That I didn't marry
Well,
again.
everything,
Okay.
almost everything,
Okay,
almost everything.
And I
My
don't want
past
people
lives,
to
Okay.
think
actually
that
two
I'm
of them.
okay,
It was a really good
Maybe
experience.
okay.
I'm not into
And
seeing
I felt that I was talking with myself, but we were two.
Okay, okay, okay. That's good, yeah.
Well,
Okay. And where are you traveling from?
I'm from Colombia.
Okay,
I'm from Colombia and going back next week.
okay.
And I hear about you and what you do. And thank you so much
Okay.
because it means a lot for me. I'm looking for the healing that I think I'm finding here.
Okay,
Thank you so much.
Okay.
It's been great.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you. And, would you try hypnosis again?
Yes,
Okay.
of course, many times.
Okay.
Many times because I would like to explore more.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is your first hypnotherapy session?
It's my first in all my life.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And, was there any type of fear that you felt doing
Well,
this?
I was nervous. When I was coming here,
Okay.
I was kind of nervous because I never experienced this
Okay.
before.
Okay.
And you know, people talk about a lot of things. That no, someone is gonna mess with your mind. Something bad could happen. Something could go inside your body. I don't know. People think about
Yeah.
a lot of bad things, but it's not like that. It's
Okay.
just to feel relaxed, and it's a really deep and profound experience.
Yes.
It's just that.
Okay. And would you mind me sharing this testimony?
Well, it just make me think stronger.
Yes.
What I knew already,
Okay.
that everything is about love. That everything is about tolerance. It's about forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't forgive, if you don't love, it's a heavy, heavy weight that you have in your shoulders every day of your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's no way that you can find happiness in that.
Yes.
That's just I just I'm really sure now that that's the truth
Yes.
of everything.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, I want to thank you so much.
Oh, no,
Yes.
thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for your time and for everything. You're
Yes.
wonderful.
Oh, thank you.